This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
Hi, welcome back to my Witcher 3 PS5 Remastered Next Generation playthrough. I left that little animation in at the beginning. That comes up whenever we do a load of a save game with the Beast of White Orchard quest. We're going to be headed down here to find the hunter. And to do that, we're going to fast travel over here. But to fast travel, we need to enable that feature in the game, so we'll do that by going over to this signpost here. The signposts are where you can fast travel to and from, but you've got to be near one to fast travel. You can't just randomly select it. But before we do that, we're going to head over here to this graveyard, as I know this is a place of power, and I can pick up a skill point there pretty easily. And I want to do that before we move on with our story here. So we're first going to run down to the signpost over here and enable fast travel in the game. Right down here. And here we go. Here's a little tutorial on it, but I already know how to do this, so I'm just going to skip that. And you get by signpost, and we hit the button. It brings up the map. There's another tutorial. Get rid of that. And now I can just come over here and say this is where I want to go, and presto changeo, we are there. Fast travel is very, very fast in this game, as you can see there. I'm going to need my horse. Hello, Roach. All right, so we're going to cruise down the road here. I also wanted to point out that I'll edit out any travel that has no events happening in it. If it's just boring travel, cruising along and not really doing anything. I want to make sure I have Igni activated here just for the fight that I know we're going to encounter over at this graveyard. Anyway, the graveyard is right down the road here. If I hold down X, Roach will just gallop along and follow the road for me. I don't have to do anything other than just hold down X. Kind of a nice feature. So yeah, any boring parts of the game I will edit out. So when you see an edit happen, it means I was probably gathering herbs, or it's a travel section going from point A to point B where nothing happened. This is a short little travel right here. I love this kid in the puddle right here. Playing in the mud. All right, we're going to come up here, and there will be a fast travel post right over here. I just happen to remember this from my first playthrough back when the game first came out and I played it on the PC. So right there is our fast travel point. And where we need to go, we don't need the horse. Roach can stay over by that sign. I'll head up into the graveyard here. I'm going to whip out my sword. I did a little herb gathering there, so I edited that out. And now we're going to get a bad guy right here, this wraith. I hit it with fire first, and I try to hit it with my sword. Go. One more. Up. It disappeared. And what happens is you'll knock its health down to a certain point, and it'll go inside that little chapel or that little building there. All right. We are going to gather our point of power here. If it'll ever give me the prompt. There we go. Place of power, and now we have an ability point. And it also increases the Igni sign, that particular one. So our thing comes here, we hit it with Igni, we hit it with the sword, and that finishes it off. Now down here there's also some junk we can loot. So I am, I've got a torch ready to go, so I'm going to fire up a torch so I can see something down here. We use our Witcher sense to see where stuff is we can loot. Got some ingredients on the ground here. A couple of dead bodies over here. Gauntlets and an axe. And we got a pattern for a sword, a silver sword. And I think that's it for this little spot over here. Yeah, see, serpentine silver sword. And I think we have to find one more pattern for it. All right, there's a little bit more ingredient. Back over to here. There's another dead guy. Grab his stuff. Go back over here. There's more ingredients on the ground right there. I'll grab those. Do a little more Witcher sense. Do we see anything else right around here? I don't see anything. We'll go back to this corner. And we've got a few more ingredients we can grab. And we'll do that. Boom, there we go. All right, I think that emptied out this little chapel or whatever this is, mausoleum, who knows. All right, we'll head back out and we'll head over to the fast travel sign that we parked Roach by at the beginning. Although I'm going to use Witcher senses here and see, we've got some stuff we can gather here. I already gathered a bunch of this stuff that's around here, but there's actually quite a few items you can pick up here for alchemy and crafting and whatnot. You're going to need this stuff, so if you're first time playing through the game, one of the things is about this game is you want to loot everything. And if you start running into an overweight situation, you can go to a vendor and sell off the items that you don't need, as well as you can go to some craftsman and have them disassemble armor and weapons and things like that that you don't need, and you'll get components back again for crafting or for alchemy. So always a good idea to make sure that you have looted everything possible. All right, we're gonna fast travel now back over here to this spot, and then we're gonna head off and find this hunter. We're gonna need Roach here. But the hunter is right over here, not too far away. And it's currently the active item on our quest list. So there's Roach. Go to the other end of White Orchard here. And go find the hunter's cabin.
It's Durban now.
It's raining, it's pouring, and Vermeer's snoring.
I can see the cabin off in the distance right there. Not too far away. Otherwise, I would have edited out this travel. I'll park Roach over here. Oop. Component to grab. There we go. All right, here we go. So a quick look around with the Witcher sense, see if there's anything else.
Anyone home?
Must be out hunting.
Now, once we use Witcher senses and examine the footprints here, so we can track down this hunter.
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
All right, we'll hold down the Witcher sense and follow these red footprints here. Off into the woods, and there is the hunter.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves. Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye, they've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started. Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their... Too late.
Witcher
Packed
sense.
another one.
There they are. Alright, let's kill some dogs. Igne. Bam. Ouch. The arrow sticking out of his head. That will loot up here. Nasty looking dog right there. Alright, let's go talk to the hunter.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse
The
that...
Lord's son, Florian, and I, we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians.
Wow. Quite the story.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Oh, not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
A lot of experience for a pretty simple quest, 350 points. Kill some dogs. Nothing to it, really. A lot of blood. This is it.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Witcher since. Okay.
Elf Guardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. Ground's black, saturated with blood. A camp.
Okay, footprints.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Elf Guardians, probably.
We'll follow these. You know, I don't remember every detail of these quests necessarily. I remember some. Some really stand out in my mind. But this one, some junk down here. Loot. Okay, we gotta do circle and get up that incline.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones. Horse, dog, human. A few months' worth.
There's the Griffin. Wow. Did it already die? I don't remember. I don't think so, because I fight it, I know.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Okay, I think our next step here is going to be the actual battle after I do the next quest stop. Man, look at this thing. Anything else over here? No, but this is the nest area, I think. Oh, got crafting ingredient. There we go. More crafting ingredient here. Oh, look at all this. It's red, so there's something else to examine here. Come on, give me a prompt.
Burned. Only a human could do this.
Okay. Well, alrighty then. I don't know why that's glowing gold like that. There's nothing there. It's not like I can gather those bones or anything. Kind of weird. Alright, I guess we're done here. And there was a fast travel sign not very far from here, so we run back to that. There it is. We're going to fast travel over by the herbalist. This is where we need the buckthorn. We call Roach. I don't remember how far this journey is to the herbalist. Herbalist's also handy when you're looking for a component and you can't find it out in the world to make an oil or something of that nature. Alright, so it's right over this hill. There we go. The herbalist. Looks like the herbalist has lots of junk I can harvest out here too. Let me do that real quick. Loot. And we got this whole garden over here. Look at this. Just loot this whole thing. Do that real quick. Looks like a storm's headed this way in the game. I live in California, and boy, we've had some real big storms come through here lately. Massive amounts of flooding, landslides, all kinds of nasty stuff. We've had about 16 folks die in the weather out here. All right. Yeah, it's starting to rain. I'm going to actually meditate. There we go. So the storm will pass.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my brews can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
she'll die as it is.
Yes, a peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago, we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Doubt Emperor Emir cares about you. But this captain just might. Seems like a decent man.
There are no decent men in the army. There are only orders.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise, you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
All right, we know where to get the buckthorn now. Let's get on old Roach here and get over to the fast travel sign. Yeah, out of my way. That's right, out of my way. Fast travel sign. Yeah, it's pretty much right in front of me there. It's right over there. And then, here's where the buckthorn is. There's also, I think, this is probably a hidden treasure here. So we're going to go and do that first. So we'll go to this mill thing here. We'll be right by where we need to go. Super fast travel. Love that. There you lazy old nag. All right. I think where I want to go for this is on the other side of that bridge. I also want to get some drowners because I know I need a drowner's brain for that herbalist patient to give her the potion, to make the potion called Swallow. I did kill some drowners over here, but they didn't drop a brain. All right, let's have a look here. We got a guy we can loot. Yeah, gives us another quest with a key. Yeah, no more drowners here, sadly. All right, should be something under the water here. Yep, there it is. Some treasure chest. Oh, the buckthorn's right over there, so we'll grab that too. We'll loot our treasure. And then over here should be the buckthorn. There it is. Boom, buckthorn, got it. All right.
Should talk to Vesemir.
I think we are all set to kill the griffin, but the game will assign quests like the griffin quest that are really intended for someone above my level. I'm level 2 right now, and I should probably be level 3 or 4 before I do this. So one of the things we're going to end up doing is I will do some side quests and whatnot before the next episode, and that way I'll be leveled up and ready to do the fight with the griffin. Yeah, I think that'll do it. All right, I'm going to wrap up this video right here. I want to say thank you to everyone for watching. Greatly appreciated that you stopped by to see my little video. Until the next video, take care.